time to do our first fill up. Look at that, it's blinking. That pops up the seat. Downside is that you always have to get off the bike to fill up. Oh my god, that's it? No way. No way. That how big is this tank? $2. I filled up with $2. Alright guys, I had a weird thing happen with this thing. So, you know, I was recording a little video here, and I was about to start it to do an exhaust note thing, and it wouldn't start. I had no idea what the hell is happening with it. And then after like 20 minutes, it started up. So I don't know what is going on. The only thing I remember is I had it off and I started pushing the brake pedal and it made a bunch of beeps. Beep, 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 beep. Never heard that before. I thought it was like some sort of alarm. But yeah, that was a little weird because this bike shouldn't have issues. But I think it's some weird sensor that's doing that. All right, let's get out of here. Second gear. It's kind of funny, you can start it in second gear. Look at that. And shift to third, shift to fourth. And that's all you really need. Like, you know, if you have a bike like this, they are fun to ride. There's so much to say about little bikes are fun to ride. And I can't tell other people that. You know, it just seems like everybody's like, oh man, I gotta get a Hayabusa, a FJ09 just to have fun, but you really don't. These things are plenty fun. Now I'm thinking, which one is really the better bike, the PCX or this? And I have to say PCX. The PCX is more flexible. It's got a little bit more going for it. I like just the ease of use of a scooter, the CVT, the automatic. This one's pretty close to it. This is pretty close to being just as easy to use. And this is like half the size of a PCX, or at least it feels like it. Because the CVTs they're fixed, you can't really modify the gear ratios, but because of this, yeah, you can modify it. You can change the sprockets. And this is a 17-inch front and rear, so it's a lot more motorcycle like handling than a scooter. But I'm just used to riding that little PCX. You know, the wheels, it feels like you're almost like over the wheels on this thing. The wheelbase is so short. You know, like I mentioned before, on this bike, you're the bike. It feels like you're just floating around the air. You can't even see the speedometer. The speedometer is like not even in your peripheral vision. You have to do that to look at it. On the PCX, you see the speedometer. And this one feels a little bit more rawer. You know, I am going like full blast here. I don't even know where my speed is. It's so difficult to look at the speedometer. And not only that, it's hard to see in sunlight where that needle is in the analog part of the speedometer. I guess Honda really went to town with, we want to make it retro. One of the big disappointments is that they didn't even put the way to mount a phone or give you a 12-volt power supply on this bike. It's ridiculous. I don't know why would they do that? Why not give us like a little power adapter for our phones, man? But yeah, like I parked over there, I was doing a video, and then I went to start the bike and nothing. So I have no idea. I'm not off to a good start. And people love it. People give me all sorts of weird looks. And generally good looks. You know, like when there's a motorcycle going through, everybody hates you. Well, this one, it's just like all smiles. And by the way, you can't bump start this thing. You can't bump start it. So if it's dead, you don't even have a Kickstarter as a backup. That's another downside. You know, it doesn't go into corners like you'd expect to. You know, it feels like a motorcycle, but because the wheelbase is just so short, it really feels like you're just riding a unicycle. And it's extremely smooth. You hear that engine, it feels like it shouldn't be smooth, but it is. Downshift here. Squirt out of the corner. I guess not. It's a fun bike to ride, but I don't know if you get really good gas mileage riding it aggressively. Remember, 1 gallon gas tank. You have a 1 gallon gas tank. Yeah, it's just going into corners doesn't feel very smooth. I think I'm just getting used to it. I love how beautiful it is. It is a beautiful looking bike. It's cute. You know, it moves kind of quickly when you're getting it on. And I'm on full gas all the time now. And full tank of gas as well. Yeah, this bike actually sounds pretty good with this exhaust. Yeah, it's fun to ride. It really is a fun bike to ride. I haven't ridden a lot of just for pleasure type of rides, but it is fun. Alright, going uphill here. 4th gear, full blast. Yeah, decreasing a little bit of speed from 50 to 45. Alright, yeah, it's not bad. I could have downshifted and kept up the speed, but I'm too lazy. Other thing, I like the single seater. It's comfortable, you know, but at the same time, you don't really do a lot of miles on these. I've seen guys who've ridden all over the country, but most people that get this, they're going to be just casual riders, I think. And I think you're going to get a lot of experienced riders also who are interested in these type of bikes. But it's a different type of rider that would get the Honda Grab, for example. The Honda Grab, I think you get a lot of stunting guys and beginners because that is a fun bike. This one definitely is more of a super casual, just pretty bike to ride around casually. It is kind of a show bike. First gear. Get ready for this drag race. There we go, first gear. Oh my god, I hit the rev limiter. Alright, 3rd gear. This is 3rd. I'm at 55. This is 4th gear now. Almost 60. Almost 60 miles an hour. Almost 60, going slightly uphill. Slightly uphill. Okay, now it's leveling out. and 60, 60 miles an hour. So it seems like the top speed is about, yeah, 58, 60 miles an hour. I got home. Now I'm going to turn it off. Turn it back on to see if it'll start. It starts. And I wonder if it was just because of the key fob is cold or something. I have no idea. But I do like the bike, but I'm going to have to see what the hell is happening, why it wouldn't start. But yeah, that's the Super Cub, the first ride on the Super Cub. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.